I'm Jack Infinity 203, and I'm here to talk to you about this very recent episode of Superman Lois. Spoiler warning, because I will be talking spoilers in this review. So that's your only warning. The story follows Clark Kent as he becomes Superman and meets Lois Lane for the first time. In this episode starts with young Clark, and he creates the Fortress of Solitude. And then with that, you see he meets Jor-El, and you see him train. You see him kind of running in the Arctic, and then you see him have a scene that recreates sort of like a scene that's similar to First Flight in Man of Steel. It was pretty awesome, for sure. And at a time, he realizes, like, am I ready? And he's like, then he goes back to Smallville, and he tries to start a life in Metropolis because he feels like this is the time that he tries to become a hero. And then from the pilot, if you remember that one scene in the pilot where you see Superman, he flies in, he catches the car in his classic Superman suit, that scene happens again here, except this time you see what happened before and after, and it was really cool. You see Superman do the iconic shirt rip, and it was really awesome. And you see kind of what happens afterwards, like how people are starting to react to the fact that, oh, Superman is among us and all that stuff. And then you finally see the scene where you meet Perry White in the Arrowverse, and you get to see Clark finally meet Lois. Except it's the same scene from the pilot, except it's longer, except this time you have the whole context behind all of it. And it was really cool too. And this time, you got to see Clark and Lois's relationship finally start to begin. Eventually, the next day, Clark comes into the Daily Planet and he doesn't see Lois anywhere. And then he hears that there is an attack in a part of the city. And then Superman comes in. Lois is about to die from the guy with the flamethrower. And Superman comes in and saves the people. And the people are applauding. They're clapping. They're cheering because Superman saved the day. And that was when you finally get the word where they finally call him Superman. And from that, and then it jumps to a scene where Lois interviews Superman, not knowing who he is yet, and how it's like, where have you come from? How long have you been on Earth? And all that stuff. And it was interesting to kind of see Superman talk now that the people know that he exists. And then it kind of jumps to the idea of, is Lois in love with him, even though she admits she's in love with Clark, not aware that Clark is Superman. And so it jumps to the scene where Clark and Lois, they go to Clark's house in Smallville and confessing to Martha, I want to tell her who he really is. And that this could be potentially, this is going to be very big, because if you basically go in this direction, you can't undo this once you reveal who you are. And I like it because it gives you how Smallville, this Clark is confident. He's like, I want to tell Lois, because he loves her just like Lois loves him, and feels like the way to move forward is for her to know that he is Superman. So then they recreate all those scenes from the pilot. They show those scenes again where they kiss in the Arctic. You see the proposal and all that. And then it jumps to, and then you see the scene where she gets pregnant. And it really starts to have you feeling, what's really happening here? And then you find out that this is all happening. Clark is basically under like some kind of thing, and Morgan Edge is inside his head, and he's telling him this is trying to get him to surrender, because he's like, if you don't surrender, I am going to kill your entire family. And so Superman, he gets out of that, and you realize that, no, this is modern day. He's in the fortress, and so is him, and this is all Morgan Edge trying to get Superman to submit to his rule. And Superman, not willing to do it at first, he eventually gets beaten by Morgan Edge really badly, and he destroys the crystal containing Jor-El, and basically warned him, I will kill your sons if you don't submit. And so he goes. Superman is badly beaten. And I thought that was tough, because it really kind of shows you Morgan Edge is a force to be reckoned with. And eventually, they get back to the Kent farm, and Superman, in front of Lois, Jonathan, and Jordan, surrenders to Morgan Edge, and Morgan takes him away to his fortress. And then you get a flashback sequence where you finally see Morgan Edge and his father and how they want the Eradicator. So he's been doing this for a while. Morgan Edge has been planning this moment for such a long time, and now he has the chance to do it, to make it happen. And so Superman, then it cuts back to modern day. Lois and Jordan Jonathan are devastated with what Superman did, and so Lois calls John Henry Irons and warns Superman, you're right. What happened on your Earth is about to happen here, and that Superman has just turned. And it is going to be really exciting to see all that as you see him return, and now Superman is corrupted, and it'll be real exciting to see how are they going to get Superman back. The visual effects is outstanding. This is easily the best visual effects that the CW has ever put into a CW show. It is gorgeous. It looks great for the flying scenes, even the Force of Solitude, and even Superman's abilities, and even when he does he catches the car where he reveals himself. It is amazing just how good that the VFX looks in this episode and every episode before, and I really hope that they keep this quality going forward, because what they're doing in that department is terrific. The acting is great. Tyler continues to prove on this show that he is a great Superman. I remembered watching him on the other shows, and I didn't like the writing for him, but man, in this episode, he's great. He's great in every episode of Superman and Lois so far. He shines as both Clark Kent and as Superman. And Bitsie is such a terrific Lois Lane. For real, she's already one of my favorite Lois Lanes ever put to screen. And Morgan Edge is a really good villain so far. I was like, okay, interesting to the character. And then they gave the twist that he is actually the half-brother to Superman. I was like, oh, that is not a direction I saw coming. And I'm really curious to see what is he going to do next, especially with how this episode ends. And oh boy, this ending right here where Morgan Edge turns Clark to his side is insane. This is not a direction I saw the show going. I know they teased evil Superman on John Henry Irons' Earth, but I am so looking forward to seeing how that is going to affect the show in the next few episodes, especially as it's now Lois, Jordan, and Jonathan. They just lost Superman to Morgan Edge, and now he's corrupted to their side. And I am really looking forward to seeing how that's going to play out, especially as now Steel is coming back into the mix. And so that was shocking, and I got goosebumps from that scene, not going to lie. And yeah, it's going to be so exciting to see, especially because the show is still so good. 11 episodes in, and I am so excited for the show to return in mid-July with episode 12. And I cannot wait to see how they're going to wrap this season up. It's definitely been a really good season so far. And if the finale and the next few episodes are just as good as what we've seen already, this could already be top-tier Arrowverse, which it already is right now. I'm going to give episode 11 an A, and it's a must-watch. Yeah, please check out this episode, and please check out the show. If you're a Superman fan, or whether you're not really much into Superman, or whether you're just not a big fan of the CW Arrowverse shows, please check out this show. It is amazing. It's worth your time. You're going to love it. It is fresh. It's new. It's exciting, and I love the character development, and I'm really excited to see what they're going to do in these final 4 episodes of the first season, because I am so hyped. The season's so good, and I think you are going to have a blast with the show. Anyway, those are my thoughts on episode 11 of Superman and Lois. Anyway, what are your thoughts? I would love to hear them down below in the comments. Give it a like, and I would love to see you subscribe if you want more content from me. Thank you for watching, everybody.